have been familiar with. Some people worship the first 3 days as Mahasaraswati, the next 3 days as Mahalakshmi, and the following 3 days as Mahadurga. But really, the puja for Now Durga is Now Ashtami, Now Durga Ma, these forms of Navaratri. They are so independent to Saraswati, Mahalakshmi, and of course Durga in her own right. The reason, as the Shastras and the Puranas have enlightened us about, and of course the Srimad Devi Bhagavad Puran, is that we worship Now Durga twice a year, which enables humankind to elevate the spiritual soul within from here as well as the hereafter, and to improve the status in our current journey. That's huge. But Bhagwan was restored, his confidence and his lot, and his ego was restored by this very Devi in her 9 avatar Shakti form. And while she sat on the side of him as Ma Parvati when she took all these forms, we know that the power which she possessed, not even the Rishis and the Munis could understand. So, understand that on the first night, which was Thursday, we worshipped Ma Shailaputri. We recognize her as the first mother, that Mahadurga took that Shakti form as the mother of energy. Without energy, nothing. We are all innate. Nothing can actually function. No plant can live, no animal, and most certainly not us as human. And therefore she's given the first right, which is Shailaputri. On the second night we worship Ma Brahmacharini. A true devotee of Ma Brahmacharini achieved the blessings of great wisdom and knowledge. So we knew last night it was all about Buddhi and Jnana. The devotees have an unwavering mind, one who worship her, all their difficulties vanishes. And at the most trying time of their life, one who performs austerity to Brahmacharini, it is saying, does not digress and one achieve tremendous results and become virtuous. Tonight, Ma Chandraganti, as we know, Chandra means the moon, and I've said it already, Ganti means the bell. So the shaped bell crown in which she wears, Ma is worshipped on the third night of Navaratri. Those who worship Ma Chandraganti gets eternal strength and are blessed with divine happiness through one's life. She enables justice and peace amongst man by her blessing. She removes all difficulties and one gets result, it is told, who worship this Devi very, very quickly. Come to Mandir as I beg of you at each night. You have spent time and you've waited for this 9 nights. Come and enjoy it with us as a family. Participate with those who are the Yajman. Do not lose yourself from your right. Your right is the blessing to be given to you by Ma. So put your love and devotion for what you're here and you most certainly will achieve that. One who gives devotion to Ma by offering like what we see some of the devotees came up and do here. Prasad is offered to her, Dhan is offered to her in her name, in your name. One is able to reduce one's journey of unhappiness. One is able to build one's confidence and grow to become that divine child of Ma. Where unhappiness prevails in most homes, it is told, one who worships this Devi on the third night, one is able to establish themselves with Ma as one. So before you leave this evening, when Aarti time comes around and you have to come back up here again, please ensure you open this and take all the blessings that Ma has to grant you this evening. Do not waste this moment, it is precious, devotees. Friends, mothers, fathers, kids, this moment is precious. And if we do not take advantage of it here, when would you be able to do so? How can you guarantee tomorrow you will be able to come back? With those few words, I want to thank you so much for being part of Vishnu Mandir's family. And I just want to touch for those families that were here last night, how sorry we are for our little incident we had here. But we do not have control of what people are thinking. For those of you who were here would recall me talking about this in several points in my program last night, that when we come to Mandir, it is all about reducing your ego. You do not come here. The murtis are of the greatest. So when you come, you bow and you bring your love and devotion to be blessed by Ma during Navaratri. And yet still, it fell on deaf ear. I know for most of you had repeated, had said, Pandit is like a broken record this evening. But for some reason, my anxiousness and my anxiety, as I was sensing, was not of good nature. And I thought, you know, if I keep repeating myself, it will dawn, and for some would benefit from this. And I know it could have been worse, but by some people following the rules of what Dharma should be, that in itself brings joy and happiness. I'm delightful to see that you have realized that was not the Mandir's doing, that was one family, and therefore we have no control over that. We pray for them also, let them find their path, let them find a way that is righteous, dharmic again, and be blessed too. Devotees, I will hand you over to our president to give a few words before we go into Aarti, or would you like to do that, ma'am, after Aarti?
After Aarti.
After Aarti. So again, if we could stand for Aarti, I will be so grateful. And please again, as I said,